All right, objective 1.0 and 1.1. Although these objectives are mostly definition based, they do run throughout the entire test, being able to determine specifically what displacement is. So let's go ahead and get started with number one. Is distance a scalar or a vector quantity? When we talk about that word distance, we know that distance doesn't have direction. In a review, scalar quantities versus vector quantities. Scalar has magnitude, but no direction, and then vector has magnitude and direction. So distance, there is no direction, so we know that it is a scalar quantity. In terms of displacement, it is basically distance with direction. It's how far placed out of place an object is, so that would be a vector quantity. In our own words, the main difference between the two of them is obviously that one has the direction and the other one doesn't. So for this question, you would say displacement has direction while distance, does not. So for the next couple of questions, we're actually going to be using this number line with the images on it. Starting with number one, if a person were to travel from the location marked by the diamond on the heart, marked by the diamond to the heart, So we're going to start here and travel all the way over to the heart. What would be the distance traveled by the person? And then it also asks us to figure out the displacement. Well, with distance, we can see that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units total. So our distance is going to be 8 and our unit is meters. For displacement, we're actually using the same vector. However, we've got to include direction for our displacement. When we talk about our displacement, it is 8 meters, but in this case, 8 meters to the right. Using a different color pen, we'll use a black one to mark now. If a person were to travel from the location marked by the plus sign to the diamond, so from here to here, and then turn around and go back to the heart, what would be the distance traveled? For this one, we actually have to take the two legs of our journey and add them together. So the first leg of our journey, we go 1, 2, 3, 4 meters. We have to add that to the second leg of our journey where we're going again 8 meters. So our total distance is going to come out to be 12 meters. In terms of displacement, we're only concerned with where we started and where we finished, a straight line to connect the two of them. So if we were to draw a straight line to connect the start to finish, our displacement comes out to be 1, 2, 3, 4 meters. Now for this one, we also need to consider the direction. We started at the we started at the plus sign and then we ended up finishing at the heart. So our displacement is going to be 4 meters to the right.